Well, one of the boots that you're going to see hitting the shops next year for 23-24 from Scott Sports is this. It's the Scope Pro, and it's a high-performing freeride boot that is simply packed with features. This has a 130 flex up from the Scope at a 120 flex. The first thing you'll notice about the Scope Pro then is the low-profile sole. And what I mean by that is the stack height on this boot is absolutely minimal. So it's putting you as close to the ski as you possibly can be. And when you're working with a binding like a Salomon Shift or a Marker Kingpin, that's obviously stacked up quite high anyway, so this puts you close to the boot to give you better etch grip and better feel. Also looking on the other side here, you've got a Vibram sole, so when you're sticking your skis on your shoulder and you're booting it up to some off-piste line that you're going to drop in on the backside of, you've got good grip for walking up. Walking up obviously is done these days with a Kingpin or a Shift or a touring binding, so you've got the Dynafit inserts there for your pin binding, and when you stick it in walk mode at the back here, you've actually got 60 degrees of motion on the cuff. Another nice feature on what is effectively a 3-buckle boot here is then the booster strap that's at the top, and it does work like a booster strap because it's got a sort of elasticated component to it here, but getting in and out of that booster strap is easy because you can either do it just by loosening it, or it completely comes away and then you get yourself back in there and cinch it up. But a really high-performing freeride boot from Scott Sports is what the Scope Pro is all about. And good news for me, if you've got wide feet, this comes in a last that's 101 millimeters. Quite often when you go up to a 130 flex boot, especially if you look at the top-end race boots, you're looking at a last of about 97 mil, 98. Well, this is a 101 last, so you get good comfort but high performance. So check it out. It's the Scope Pro from Scott Sports.